Another football note, the Fresno State-San Jose State rivalry, it's going to continue after the Dogs leave the Mountain West for the Pac-12. The two schools have agreed to play each other 6 times over a 9-year stretch starting in 2026. With more on that development and other football topics, it's time for our Ultimate Insider, brought to you by FFB Bank. Yeah, my pleasure to welcome in former Fresno State safety, current Bulldog radio analyst Cameron Worrell. Cam, good to have you back on Bulldog Insider.
God, man, it's great to be back. Come on, let's go.
Now, Fresno State, San Jose State, I just mentioned they're going to be renewing their rivalry. This is a great thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to play this game. This is always one of the biggest games on the schedule. When you talk to Old Red waivers, this was the rivalry. If you lost this game, you weren't going to play in a postseason bowl game, and those feelings are still here. This is a heated rivalry. When San Jose State guys come to Fresno, they hate Fresno State. When Fresno State Bulldogs go to San Jose, they hate the Spartans. So yeah, this is a fantastic addition to the Bulldog football schedule moving forward.
I always see the passion just dripping out of Cam when he starts talking about the rivals, right? Boise, San Jose State. Hey, let's talk about the new coaching staff.
Yep.
Now, I know you and a bunch of former players and alums took it pretty hard when Tim Skipper was passed over. What did you make then of Coach Entz, bringing back John Baxter, bringing back J.D. Williams? I think that has to be viewed kind of positively, right, by the alums?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we felt strongly because we love Tim Skipper. We love the person. We love the coach. With J.D. Williams staying here, with John Baxter staying here, Matt Entz has a little bit of continuity. Like, these are Bulldog. J.D. Williams is a first-round pick in Fresno State football history. John Baxter is an institution as a special teams coach. So having that continuity is very important because Matt Entz doesn't understand how Fresno State operates, doesn't understand how the West Coast operates necessarily. He's only been here for 1 year as an assistant at USC. So great addition to keep those guys around. I think he has a couple of guys who are very experienced here, can help him navigate everything that he needs to navigate because, Matt Entz he's a Bulldog guy, tough, hard-nosed, physical, aggressive. That's all that he talks about. But to have some guys who understand how to help him navigate all of the unknowns, I think it's a big-time win for him.
And then some of the other hires that he brought in, specifically the coordinators. He brings in Josh Davis, the OC from South Dakota, defensive coordinator Nick Benedetto from Northern Illinois. NIU had a really good defense. You got to see it firsthand, right, in the Potato Bowl. What do you make of the new hires that he's bringing in?
They're studs. Absolute studs. I mean, Josh Davis, national champion, national championship at South Dakota State, high-powered offense. Nick Benedetto is, he's one of the greatest young defensive minds in football, anywhere in football, college, NFL. Tremendous statistics during his time at Northern Illinois, which is not a powerhouse, right? It's hard to recruit in the MAC out of Chicago, did a fantastic job. So Matt Entz brought in 2 guys who I think echo his philosophy. They're going to be fast, they're going to be physical, they're going to set the tone up front. And we don't win the line of scrimmage, we're not going to be successful. He brought 2 guys in that parrot exactly what his mentality is. I think he hit 2 absolute home runs with the coordinator hires.
Yeah, kind of a throwback to a little Jim Sweeney, Pat Hill, right?
This is Pat Hill football, right? Tough, hard-nosed, physical, aggressive, fundamental football for as long as it takes to win. It's exactly the guys that he brought in.
All right, spring ball will be here before we know it. I think early March. I think March 7th is the first day of spring ball. The QB position obviously is going to get a lot of the headlines. You got a couple of returners there in Josh Wood, Jaden Mandel. You got the new transfer coming in, Kurt Warner's son, right? E.J. Warner from Rice. Is there a favorite at that position headed to spring, in your opinion?
Man, E.J. Warner has played a lot of football, very productive at Rice. I saw his stats, 7,000 or 8,000 yards. So, he's probably the front runner just because he has the experience. He's been through all the situations that he's going to be faced with. I love Josh Wood and Jaden Mandel's skill sets, both of them. They can run it, they can throw it, they make good decisions. They're just young and inexperienced. If I was a betting man, Scott, which I am from time to time, my money would be on Josh Wood, that when Fresno State takes the field in the fall, Josh Wood will be the starting quarterback for the Bulldogs.